All right, gang, here it is. I said I was going to wait. I couldn't wait. This special video from the professor. It's called Wikipedia Sucks. You probably surmised that from the background. As someone who grades student work, as someone in the professional realm, I got to tell you, Wikipedia sucks. And it doesn't just suck for the obvious reasons. It sucks for a whole host of reasons. And I'll start with the fact that even the guy running Wikipedia every so often posts a plea to students. Please don't use Wikipedia for academic work. And I'll tell you why. He hit some good points. I'm going to hit a few more. Number one, sure, Wikipedia is a lot better than it used to be. Sure, it's a lot more accurate. It's policed better than it used to be. But it's still not 100% reliable. Now look, peer-reviewed and refereed journals can be wrong. Information goes out of date. But if you come to a professor and say, hey, Doc, I got this out of the Journal of the American Medical Association October 2015 issue, even if that information is now wrong, you got it from a good, reliable source. And that's wrong, but not your fault. It's wrong with the expectation of being right. With Wikipedia, there is no expectation of being right. And do we really need to get into why? Number one, anybody can edit Wikipedia. I mean, it's tighter controlled than it used to be. But there's still a lot of crap out there. There's a lot of garbage in those articles. There's some articles that have just been there so long with phony concocted sources, they're just accepted as truth. It's also the fact that it is not a truly professional source. I've done a little professional writing in my life, and I got to tell you, it bugs me when somebody puts their time, effort, and energy into some sort of professional writing. They went through all the effort and the hassle. It was peer-reviewed. It was edited. It was published. They went through all the critiques and the defense. And then somebody goes, hey, that's cool, and just dumps it in Wikipedia. And sure, there might be a reference there, or there might not. Or what happened recently to, again, I try not to give names here, but somebody in professional circles recently was on social media saying, look, I'm happy to contribute, but get it straight from me. What happened is their essay was cited or referenced in another work. Then somebody took that work and republished it as their own, and then that ended up in Wikipedia. So the original work, the original person who put their life into that research was 4 steps removed. Their words, word for word, appeared in Wikipedia without them getting credit. So, okay, maybe they're vain, maybe they're egotistical, but it's still their work and they own it. So there's that. There's the fact that Wikipedia isn't necessarily updated, as I said. There's the bit about being edited by anybody. When I was in college and Wikipedia was just getting started, might have been grad school, I had a friend who liked to play around on the internet. And he especially liked to play around on Wikipedia, making really professional looking but horrifically bad updates. This person got divorced, this person got married, this person is dead. And at the time, there was a celebrity, an actress, who was in the news. And apparently somebody at a network hit up her Wikipedia page and stumbled on one of his edits. And they ran with a story about again, I'm being intentionally vague here on purpose, but some horrific life events that were in the Wikipedia page. And then, a couple hours later had to do a pretty major retraction. Whoops, we got that wrong. Turns out Wikipedia got us. This is basically the postmodern internet equivalent of when people would call up news stations during a natural disaster and go baba booey, baba booey. The Howard Stern guys. That's what I grew up with. So yeah, you don't know what's on there. You don't know if it's true or not. Professionally speaking, it's not reliable. I work with a lot of patient service, medical type students, and I lay it out to them this way. I don't care if you're the front desk manager. I don't care if you're a nurse, a medical assistant, a doctor, a surgical tech, a dental assistant. I don't care. At some point, you will be faced with a patient or a patient's family member who is in crisis, and they're going to look to you for information. You may not be in a position to diagnose or share prognosis, but you are in a position to comfort them. And sometimes comforting them comes in the form of information. Do you want to say, here's information from the Journal of the American Medical Association. Here's an article from JMPT. I know it sounds scary. It's a lot of big words, but this will help explain it to you. If you've got questions, I can certainly contact a doctor and we'll work together. Do you want to say that? And see, I even get goosebumps thinking about it because I've been there. Being able to comfort a patient with reliable professional information, or, hey, I know your kid's got cancer. I found this on Wikipedia. I hope it helps, Kay. No. You don't want to go into that situation where your only tool is Wikipedia. It's been said if all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. Well, if all you have is Wikipedia, then everything is just a wiki article. You need a greater standard in the professional realm. You need information you can rely on. You need information. You need to pass on information that serves your professional purposes, and Wikipedia just doesn't do that. Look, you want to know how much money that Transformers movie made? By all means, hit Wikipedia. You want to know what actor was in that movie? Maybe IMDb, maybe Wikipedia. That's fine. It's trivial. It's not important. It's not life or death. It's not... I guess I should choose my words carefully. Who knows? Maybe you're in a position where you really need to know how much the third Transformers movie made. I don't know. But the point is, when the opportunity arises, use a professional source. Use something you can lean on, something you can rely on. Look, people are weighing in right now. That can wait. But you want to have professional sources. You don't want stuff people can monkey around with. Now, students, I know that all sounds well and good. Now let me get down to the practical stuff. Wikipedia uses a very distinct font. When you copy and paste Wikipedia into your essays or your discussion or your homework, we can tell. Wikipedia uses very distinct formatting, and a lot of times that formatting carries over. And when you do that, we can tell. The dead giveaway, however, is Wikipedia quite often has active hyperlinks in the articles. And when you right-click copy-paste and dump it into your discussion or your essay or your homework, those hyperlinks carry over. And we see them. A lot of times they pop up with an alert in our LMS, our learning management system. We can tell it's an active hyperlink. We can see it. So it's a dead giveaway. So when you use Wikipedia that way, you are basically saying, hey y'all, just so you know, I use Wikipedia. I put forth the minimum amount of effort, okay? I put the keywords from the assignment into the Google machine or the Wikipedia machine, and I got some of this crap, and I dumped it in, okay? I gave you the bare minimum. Is that okay? That's what you're saying. That's the honest to goodness truth. When you do that, you are telling your professor, I gave you the bare minimum. And we've talked about that before. Don't give the bare minimum. Find your why. Commit to the process. Now look, Wikipedia is a great place to start. If you want to actually go into the citations and the sources and read them and cite them, yeah, Wikipedia is a great launching pad. But it is not the mission itself. Okay? That's the key. You got to invest some of yourself. And in my recent story time, I talked about where a student just harvested and dumped. There was literally none of her in the homework. It could have been anybody. There was nothing in there to say, I learned this. I put in the time. I'm better now than I was 10 minutes ago before I started reading. And that's the key. You got to improve yourself, and Wikipedia doesn't do that. If you just hunt and harvest and dump, you're wasting your time. It's a launching pad. It's not the mission itself. So why does Wikipedia suck? Let's see. It's not reliable. It's not necessarily current. WebMD has actually some of the same problems. I have students who cite articles from 10 years ago on WebMD where courses of treatment have changed completely. The information is just gone. So the information can be outdated. You don't know who wrote it. There are trolls and pranksters out there. Wikipedia sends a bad message to your professors. Oh, and if you're asked to provide citations, do not just go Wikipedia or Google.com. Go to the actual sources. Again, show that you're doing more than just the absolute bare minimum. You cite Wikipedia in one of my classes, I'm not giving you any points because it's weak. You need to take a step further. Put some of you in there. And when you harvest from Wikipedia, you don't put any of you in there. There's the dead giveaways, the font, the formatting, the phraseology. And that's actually a good point. I'm glad I got to that. So often I have students who write one way, and then all of a sudden they submit these brilliant scholarly discussion posts that are nothing like the emails they write. Look, you don't have to write like Shakespeare, okay? You don't have to be a gifted wordsmith, but we expect you to put it in your own words. If you're going to Wikipedia, chances are you are using words and phrases that you don't know or understand. You're presenting information in a way that is not accessible to you. It's clear it didn't come from you. It doesn't improve your writing. It doesn't improve your comprehension. If I want to be mean, I'll say it comes across as lazy and weak. How about that? That's why Wikipedia sucks. It's a cheap excuse. It's a cop-out. Again, I use it when I want to know what the plot of that horror movie was that I didn't feel like paying $20 to go see. Yeah, Wikipedia is great for that. Or if I can't remember what the twist was in that one book. Yeah, Wikipedia is good for that. But real stuff, like real actual work, stuff that can get people hired and fired and change careers and change lives, don't. Wikipedia is not good for that. There's more reasons, but that's enough for now. Remember, Wikipedia sucks. Don't use it.